housing is not the solution. What is? I believe there are three criteria that must be included in any plan that attempts to solve the homeless crisis, okay? And the first one is it must address the issue of the non-compliant. So what do I mean by the non-compliant? I mean, you go up to some homeless person who's either mentally ill or addicted, and you say, we're going to provide you free services for your situation there. And they say, thank you, but I'm not interested. That is the non-compliant, in my opinion. And the vast majority of the people on the street fall into that category of the non-compliant. Now, what evidence do I have to suggest that's true? Well, in the first year, Measure 110, 16,000 Oregonians accessed free services from that measure, 16,000, okay? Of these, 132, which represents less than 1%, entered addiction treatment services. So about 132 out of the 16,000. And 99% access free needle exchanges and other harm reduction services so as to continue in their addiction. And there's also anecdotal evidence on the side for the mentally ill that shows the same lack of interest in seeking treatment. Now, just to let you know, I can be an equal opportunity offender. The three gubernatorial candidates that we had last year all had their own plans for helping the homeless. Some were better than others, but none of them were sufficient. And the reason why is that none of them addressed the 800-pound gorilla in the room. All of them wanted to provide them more services and things of that sort. And until you address the non-compliant, we're not going to solve this problem. The first one was address the issues of the non-compliant. The second one is to balance the rights of the unhoused with the rights of everyone else. Right now, the rights of the unhoused supersede the rights of everyone else. They can do what they want, where they want, when they want, and with really no adverse consequences for their actions. Number three, we need to measure compassion not by good intentions, but by outcomes. There's almost a complete lack of data on the homeless crisis in Portland. Almost none, okay? And understand this, you can't improve what you don't measure. We are lacking the most basic of information to measure outcomes, okay? But with these three criteria in mind, HHF has developed a 9-step plan for solving the homeless crisis. On your desk are packets, and if you pass them down and open them up, there are 4 different documents in there, but the one I want to show you right now is this one. It's called Comprehensive Plan to Solve the Homeless Crisis. And I use the word solve. I'm actually willing to use that word. Not significantly reduce, I mean solve the homeless crisis. Okay? This is for you to take and to read and to give me your comments. And please do give me your comments, because this particular plan, I bet I've made 30 revisions over the last year as a result of comments I received from people who've read it. And they'll say, what about this or what about that? And I say, yeah, that's a good point. And so I would encourage you to read that. I just want to go briefly through the 9-step plan. We'd be here all day if I went through each one in detail. And I know I don't have that luxury. And then I want to focus on just one of those. So, first one is gather relevant data to understand the homeless crisis. Again, we don't have any data, so we need to start gathering it. Provide shelter facilities and/or camping sites. 3, fund the most effective nonprofits helping the homeless. 4, enforce vagrancy laws. 5, repeal Measure 110. 6, establish a crisis stabilization center. 7, establish a substance abuse court. And then number 8, change criteria criteria for involuntarily treating the mentally ill. And then number 9, establish a long-term care facility.